Hi everyone. So today I want to discuss a little bit on habits. Now, habits are something that we do every day, something that is running on autopilot for us. And the function of habits is basically to clear out space in your consciousness so you can use that space for doing things that you consciously need to do, right? So this is like the program running in the background. Now, at any given time, we are often trying to change a habit, add a new habit, or let go of a habit that is not serving us. A good place to start is first is the recognition, right? First is the awareness of, okay, this is the habit that I have. So, say if someone is a smoker, for example, so what you're seeing at the level of the activity, this person is a smoker, he has a habit of smoking, is just the tip of the iceberg. Now this smoking is serving a purpose in this person's life. So either this activity was picked up when he or she was during their teens, so there was peer pressure and there was this sense of inclusivity that you got from this habit or picking up this activity, and now it stays with you. So it's still serving the function of serving the emotion of wanting to be accepted. Or if you lost somebody, then you need to deal with your grief. You need to stay aware and deal with the emotion of grief. And if you haven't been able to do that, you have actually used smoking to cope. So you're still the habit is just sort of serving the function of coping or managing the stress at that point. So hence these questions: this is the habit I want to change or leave. This is what it is serving in my life right now. And at that level, you are at awareness, right? You've imagined a table, right? So you're sitting under the table, you don't know what's kept on top of the table, or you don't know the dust that's collected on top of the table. But the minute you come out and you can see the table from top, that's awareness. And then you ask questions, you ask powerful questions, so that you start shaking the legs of the table. You start shaking the legs of the table. Maybe one leg falls off and the other leg falls off. What's going to happen to the table? It is going to fall off, right? So asking these powerful questions and digging a little deeper helps to loosen the grip of these habits, right? So yeah, that's awareness. And then there's asking powerful questions which sort of shake this table of habits. Then is the fact that, okay, now I know I've understood where this habit comes from, and I've done everything. I've meditated for 100 days, I've meditated for 66 days, 21 days, whatever the science says, but yet I sort of fall off the bandwagon of doing what I need to do, right? And I'd like to say that happens when you have an identity conflict. So if it's someone, if I identify myself as a healthy person, I will follow through. I will do what it takes to be a healthy person, and I will live like a healthy person. But if I don't identify myself as a healthy person, or I say I'm not the kind of person, but I'm going to be doing this for 100 days, then the chances are that I may not be able to build that habit long time. So I think it's very important to have congruency in your identity to what you're trying to change or adopt. So that's about identity. So yeah, one is awareness. Then there is asking powerful questions to loosen their hold. Third is stepping into the identity of what you want. And lastly, there's something called habit stacking, which is very useful, and I often use it. So if, say, you want to learn to floss, you want to develop the habit of flossing or oil pulling or tongue scraping along with your brushes, but brushing is something you already do, so you just add that habit and stack it onto it. But we have to be careful here, because the minute we start stacking habits which are not which if you need to let go of then one habit, you will end up losing the other habit as well, right? So if I feel like I'm going to eat well when I exercise, if there are any chances in your life where you aren't exercising, then there are chances that you're not going to eat well. So I think habit stacking also has its pros and cons. Yeah, so that's at the level of habits, and habits are super powerful, and we all have ways where we can create change through building habits that support us. Again, habits at the level of thought, habits at the level of emotions, and habits at the level of the physical activity. Thank you.